Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Breakfast English Podcast, the podcast where we serve you bite-sized lessons to make your English sound natural. I'm Emily.
And I'm Mark. Grab your coffee, tea, or whatever you're having this morning, and let's get started. How are you today, Emily?
I'm great, Mark. Although I must admit, I had a very awkward moment at a cafe this morning.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, the barista said, "What's shaking?" And for a second, I actually thought there was an earthquake. I realized a moment later it was just a greeting.
Classic. And that is exactly what we are talking about today. In school, many of us learned, "Hello, how are you?" and "I am fine, thank you."
Right. But in the real world, English speakers use dozens of different ways to say hello and goodbye, depending on who they are talking to.
Exactly. Using the wrong greeting can make you sound too stiff, like a robot, or way too casual, which might be a bit rude at work.
So, today we're going to break it down into 3 zones: the formal zone, the everyday zone, and the slang zone.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to greet your boss, your best friend, and even that cool barista without any awkward silences.
Let's dive in. All right, let's start with the formal zone. This is for when you're at a job interview, meeting a new client, or perhaps talking to a judge. You know, just in case.
Hopefully not a judge. But seriously, first impressions are everything. If you walk into a business meeting, you want to sound professional and confident.
Exactly. The safest and most classic greetings are time-based. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Notice we didn't say good night. This is a common mistake for learners. Emily, when do we use good night?
Good night is only for saying goodbye, or when you're literally going to sleep. If you walk into a restaurant at 8 p.m., you should still say good evening. If you say good night, the host will think you're leaving before you even sat down.
Great point. Now, what if it's the very first time you're meeting someone in a formal setting?
Then you use the gold standard. It's a pleasure to meet you, or it's nice to meet you. It's simple, polite, and impossible to get wrong.
And what about the goodbye in this zone? You can't just say, "see ya," and walk out.
Definitely not. In a professional setting, we use phrases like, "I look forward to our next meeting," or simply, "It was a pleasure speaking with you."
Another good one, especially in emails or when leaving an office, is "have a productive day" or "have a pleasant evening." It shows you wish them well in their work.
So remember, keep it clear, keep it polite, and always check your watch so you don't say good morning at 3 p.m.
I've done that after too many coffees. It happens to the best of us.
Now that we've covered the formal suit and tie situations, let's talk about real life. This is the everyday casual zone.
This is probably where you'll spend 90% of your time. It's for colleagues you like, neighbors, or the person serving you lunch. Emily, what's your go-to greeting when you walk into your favorite bakery?
Good question. I usually go with a warm "hi there" or "hi, how are you doing?" It's friendly but not too private.
That's a key point. In English-speaking countries, especially in the US and the UK, we use "how are you?" or "how's it going?" almost like a second hello.
Exactly. And here's a tip for our listeners. Don't be surprised if the person doesn't wait for your answer. Sometimes you walk past a colleague in the hallway, they say, "How's it going?" and they keep walking.
It's true. It feels strange at first, but they aren't being rude. They are just acknowledging you. If you have time to talk, a great response is, "Good, thanks. How about you?" Or, "Not that, thanks."
Let's look at another situation. What if you haven't seen someone for a week or two?
Oh, then I definitely say, "How have you been?" or "Long time no see." These phrases show that you remember the person and you're happy to see them again.
I love long time no see. It's very idiomatic and easy to remember. Now, let's talk about the midday check-in. If I see a friend at lunch, I might ask, "How's your day going?"
That's a great one. It's slightly more specific than "how are you?" It's perfect for coworkers. And when it's time to leave, goodbye always feels a bit too heavy, like you're leaving for a long time.
I agree. In casual English, we use shorter farewells. My favorite is "have a good one."
I use that one every single day. At the grocery store, at the gym, everywhere. But wait, Emily, what does "one" actually mean in that sentence?
It's a blank word. It can mean have a good day, have a good evening, or have a good weekend. It's the perfect phrase because it works at any time of the day.
Another solid option is take care. It's a bit warmer. You say it to someone you actually care about, like a friend who is going home or a relative.
And if you are planning to see the person again very soon, like tomorrow at work, you just say, see you later, or see you tomorrow.
Just remember, in this zone, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be friendly.
Now we're entering the cool zone. This is where we talk about slang. Mark, I have to ask, do you use the same greetings with your friends as you do with your boss?
Definitely not. If I walked into my boss's office and said, "Yo, what's up?" I think I'd be looking for a new job by tomorrow.
Exactly. Slang is all about your inner circle, your close friends, your siblings, or people your own age. The most famous one, of course, is "What's up?" But Mark, it's not always a question, right?
Right. Sometimes it's just a sound people make when they pass each other. One person says, "What's up?" The other person says, "What's up?" back, and they both keep walking. It's like a verbal nod.
And if you want to sound even more relaxed, you can just say, "Sup." It's the short version. It's very popular with teenagers and students. But what's the best way to answer if someone actually wants to know how you are?
I usually just say, "Not much," or "Same old, same old." That second one means nothing has changed. My life is the same as usual.
I love that. Same old, same old. Now here's a funny one that people sometimes find confusing. What's shaking?
Yes, it doesn't mean there's an earthquake. It's just a fun, retro way to say what's happening. You might hear it from a friend who's feeling a bit energetic.
And what about the word howdy? I hear it in movies all the time.
Howdy is a classic. It's mostly used in the southeastern United States. It's short for how do you do, but it's much more casual. It makes you sound very friendly and down to earth.
Let's talk about leaving this cool zone. When you're hanging out with friends and you need to go, what do you say?
A very common one is "I'm off" or "I'm out." It's quick and tells everyone you're leaving. And if you want to be a bit more stylish, you can say "peace" or "peace out."
Peace out is great. It's usually accompanied by a peace sign with your fingers. And of course, there's the simplest one, later.
One last tip. Slang changes fast. What's cool today might be old next year. But phrases like "what's up" and "later" have been around for a long time, so they are safe to use.
Just remember the golden rule. If you aren't sure, stick to the everyday casual phrases we learned in the last segment. Before we wrap up today's episode, we need to talk about something that isn't about words at all. It's about body language.
Oh, this is huge. You can have the perfect good morning, but if your body language is wrong, it feels weird. For example, the famous handshake.
Right. In the formal zone, the handshake is still the king. When you meet a new boss or a client, a firm handshake shows confidence. But Mark, what about with friends?
With friends, a handshake is usually too much. We often go for a fist bump, when you just tap your closed hands together. Or if it's a very close friend, a quick hug.
And if you're just walking past someone on the street, you don't always have to stop.
Exactly. We have the nod. It's a very fast movement of the head. Interestingly, if you nod up, it's usually for friends, like saying, "Hey." If you nod down, it's more respectful and polite.
I never thought about that, but it's so true. Up for friends, down for strangers. Also, remember eye contact. In many English-speaking cultures, looking someone in the eye when greeting them shows you are honest and listening.
But don't stare. That's just creepy.
Wow, we've covered a lot today. From the professional "it's a pleasure to meet you" to the very casual "peace out."
Let's do a quick recap. 1. Formal zone. Use time-based greetings like "good morning." And remember, "good night" is only for leaving. 2. Everyday zone. "How are you" is often just a greeting, not a real question. "Have a good one" is your best friend for saying goodbye. 3. Slang zone. Save "sup" and "I'm out" for your close friends.
And the golden rule. If you aren't sure which one to use, go for everyday casual. It's almost always safe.
Well, Emily, I think my coffee cup is empty, which means it's time for us to head out. Before we go, if you enjoyed this episode of Breakfast English Podcast, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our podcast. It really helps us to keep brewing these lessons for you.
And we want to hear from you. Scroll down to the comment section and tell us, which greeting did you hear today for the very first time? Or is there a cool greeting in your language that doesn't exist in English?
Let's start a conversation down there. We read every single comment.
Thanks for being with us. Have a productive day and see you in the next episode.
Peace out.